The Rap Roundtable.
Yes, sir. The Rap Roundtable is back with another edition, another rendition, another feeding of the vaunted lunch hour.
Yes,
Your
sir.
boy Jarv alongside Cicida Rap Snob.
What up,
alongside Deanie the Balance, alongside the homie Mace. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Real quick, we got something very special for y'all.
Talk about it.
We got something at the end, kind of sort of the end or the midpoint of this episode, depending on how you want to view it. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. Don't leave off. We got something very special. And in fact, we want your feedback as well on this specialness that we have coming your way. Real quick, 350 likes on each and every video.
Do that.
Roundtablemerch.com. Make sure you get your merch. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. I see it's a mixed bag between some people being notified and people not being notified. So make sure that you do all these things to do your best so that when we go to YouTube and we say, yo, fam, people are not being notified, our subscribers are telling us that they've done everything you tell them to do and it's not getting done. So make sure you do all of these things. Now let's absolutely lock in. Now, as you can see from the front, from the gear that you got on there, Cicida Rap Snob with his t-shirt, Deanie the Balance with his t-shirt. The New York State of Mind tour finally made its way to New York. Not New York adjacent or New York South or in Canada somewhere.
Not Jersey or Pennsylvania.
Right.
Big facts.
The New York State of Mind tour made it to New York, and the Rap Roundtable was definitely in attendance for that. In fact, we got to bump into some of our tried and true views who pulled up and showed love, and they did right. I had one gentleman even come to me and say, like, yo, you said make sure if we spot y'all, don't act shy, pull up. And he quoted me when he pulled up and he got me, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Shout out to everybody who was in attendance. Shout out to everybody who pulled up. But that show was one for the books. Consider Rap Snob, Nas Escobar, Wu-Tang Clan. What were your takeaways?
Listen, man, like this is just like icing on the cake for this entire year, man. Like we've been to our fair share of shows as it should be. Everybody's come out for the 50th anniversary of hip hop. But everybody, I mean, even the joint that happened at Yankee Stadium, the actual Hip Hop 50 show, it'd be hard pressed to beat the energy that was at Barclays last night, man. And it's so special to me because these are literally my favorite MC and my favorite group of all time. You know what I mean? To me, these are the two GOATs in both those categories. I wish we could have gotten there a little bit earlier. You know, when it's a hip hop show, you hear a certain time, like 8 o'clock, you think it's CP time. It's not gonna like the DJ will go on at 8:30. The show will actually start at 9. So we strolled in like around 8:30, 8:40, and realized we missed De La Soul completely. Yeah. So De La was added to this specific show, and I was so excited when I heard that. And then we came in and realized, oh shit, we missed him. They had brought out Talib Kweli. They brought out Pharaoh Monch. He did Get By. Pharaoh did Get the Fuck Up. Simon Says. You know what I mean? I just seen the videos online. Obviously, De La did the classic Stakes is High. I'm mad I missed all of that because that's near and dear to me too. But you know what I mean? We rolled in. RZA was getting the crowd hype. Wu-Tang was on. They did Verbal Intercourse, super classic. They did a few other joints. Then Nas came out, and it was crazy because like we thought, oh, this must be a short show if Wu-Tang's already getting off stage and Nas is coming out as the headliner. Come to find out, this was definitely a co-headlining show. There was not one particular act between these two that was considered the headliner, right? You know, Wu-Tang is absolutely just as legendary as Nas is, possibly even more. I don't know. We could talk about it, but yeah, the way that they went back and forth between, you know, Nas coming out on stage doing his solo songs, and then he dips off. Wu-Tang comes back on stage and like destroys the building. Nas comes back out, does Joyce of Illmatic. It was written, all the classic shit. Then Wu-Tang comes back out. They did an eye for an eye together. Like it was just like classic after classic, man. As far as the energy, like the songs that definitely like tore the roof off, Made You Look, destroyed the building.
Crazy.
Wu-Tang, Protect Your Neck, destroyed the building. You know what I mean? But if I'm gonna keep it a buck, I feel like the crowd that came out was definitely more Wu-Tang heavy than it was Nas heavy. I saw a lot of Wu-Tang shirts. I saw a lot of people repping Shaolin. You know what I mean? And they definitely got super hype when Wu-Tang would come out on stage and do their shows. Not to say there wasn't hype for Nas. I'm just saying like you definitely felt the energy shift when Wu-Tang came out. Just one more thing I want to add before I pass it on. Shouts to Wu-Tang for sort of having the trump card up their sleeve. For a minute we thought Method Man had not come out for this show because there was several Wu-Tang songs that Method Man is a part of, but Meth didn't come out to do his verse. And I hit Deanie. I was like, "Yo, is Meth even at this show?" Like we zoomed in with the camera. We was trying to look around. But then when they came out to do Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. When Meth hits his verse, the Meth will come out tomorrow. That's when he rushed the stage. The whole arena went crazy. It was
erupted.
Bro, it was a beautiful night, beautiful energy. Hip hop was definitely in the building. Hip Hop 50 continues to shine on. You know what I mean? It was a culmination, man. It was beautiful. That's all I got.
Crazy.
Now.
Dean, what was it? How you feeling about it, bro? What's the
man?
They was giving, man.
So let me set the mood, my guy. You know what I'm saying? So I basically went to Barclays with 3 lighters. You did?
Right.
they got me for 2.
They did?
But the guard got his lighter in, so you know the show is gonna be a different type of vibe. I'm literally in the last seat in the house. Jarvin and Sin basically, you know what I'm saying, they was in a good spot, but I'm like, I wanted to be extra comfy. So I go literally to the parking lot of the damn Barclays Center, bro. I go up there and I tell you, I get comfy, man. I get comfy. And I'm just, you know how like pause. I'm just taking it all in, bro. This is literally my 4th time seeing Wu this year. You know what I'm saying? This is my 3rd time seeing Nas outside. The rap round table is outside.
Hip Hop 50 for real.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm basically just and salute to Sin. I'm gonna talk about that Method Man thing that a little later, but energy, man. The thing of it all was energy. Roughly 20,000 people. How much Barclays was on? 20,000? 19,000?
Like around 18.
18.
Yeah.
Just screaming, bro, top of their lungs. I lost my voice for the night. I just recovered my voice back, bro. Like literally screaming lyrics at the top of my head. Only my perfection. My only gripe, I just want to get to my little gripe first before I get into all the beautiful shit. My gripe was the Sonics, bro. Yeah. Barclays Sonics, bro. That shit was made to play sports. It wasn't made to announce. You know what I'm saying?
It was just made to play sports in an empty venue because it's not even a good home court advantage. Because when you watch Nets games and you watch Knicks games by comparison, as far as to how loud the arena sounds, when Nets fans cheer, like it just like I don't know what it is about the acoustics, but the roar just dissipates. It don't stay on top. It goes because the ceiling is high as fuck, and everything just travels up and gets lost. Go ahead, Deanie.
Like that's it as far as negatives. Let's get into the positives, man. Sin said he didn't see Meth on the stage, and I said, you know what, Meth, salute to Lauryn Hill. Meth gonna be on his Lauryn Hill shit because all the times I've seen Meth at these last few shows this year, Meth pops out last, bro. You seen the reaction from the crowd? That was the same reaction from the crowd when he popped up at Hip Hop 50. That was the same reaction from the crowd. Well, when he popped up with Red for the show with the Locks. Same reaction from the crowd when he did the shit at Sirius Radio, bro. 45. Just like Meth comes out, they understand the trump card, bro. They understand and they utilize it very well. I'm just glad he's able to get his flowers. Just the reaction, like he's world renowned. You know what I'm saying? When you see Meth, the energy's still cooking. He's acting great shape. Like, this is more than just about a show. This is just life of like the culture. We've been watching. You remember how Meth was, bro? Like back in the days, snotty nose, spliff in the air, like the whole evolution of Meth is just beautiful to watch. The whole evolution of the Wu. Shout out to RZA, still a front man, still controlling the boards. You know what I'm saying? Pretty Tony. Can we talk about Pretty Tony? The road, my dude, pulled up in the shiny,
the purple joint, bedazzled.
With the eagle on, bro. With the eagle back out. Like, for all y'all who know, y'all know Pretty Tony with the big gold Wonder Woman eagle, my nigga, on the good wrist. Came out with that. It was just culture, man. It really made me feel like a young nigga again. You know what I'm saying? It made me proud to be a New Yorker. You feel me? And I think that's positive to have arguably, I mean, hip hop's greatest MC and hip hop's greatest group in the same building on the same tour. Like, I can't complain, man. Jarvin and Sin pretty much stood like for the most of the night. You know, niggas don't stand during concert the whole night, but when it's cooking, man. Salute to You God, came out and did his verses. I inspected Deck when he came out and dropped his verse, like one of the most iconic verses of like all time. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I've seen Wu members here and there. I don't think I mentioned the fact that I've never seen the whole Wu together. I saw Ray and Ghost last year. I saw Better Meth this year. I've seen some other ones sporadically, but the whole Wu, I've never seen Cream performed on stage ever. When Cream came on, like Job said it himself. He was like, "Yo, I'm good after this. I can go.
Dead ass.
I can go.
Dead ass.
Just Sonics, man. Go ahead, Job."
You know, Sin made a point that I would say, just to everyone giving their own individual perspectives of the night in question. I would say for me, to Sin's point about it being a Wu-Tang crowd, just coming out, because I didn't drive to the venue. I was like, you know what? This is Atlantic Ave and Flatbush. It's a weekday night. I don't feel like looking for parking, shit like that, because it's towards the tail end of the rush hour in New York City. I'm going to take the train. Come out the train station. I go cop my little empanada. There's a little empanada truck on Flatbush Ave by the Apple Store. If you know, you know. That shit, them shits hit. You know what I mean?
Slap.
And at the time, just thinking, you know, it's a lot of Wu-Tang t-shirts in the vicinity. I'm looking around. Niggas are selling the Wu shit. And I'm like, but it's not hitting me. It's just like, all right, obviously they're selling Wu-Tang t-shirts because it's a Wu-Tang and Nas show inside the Barclays Center. But then, as I started to take more note of the crowd, I looked to Sin. I was like, yo, there's a lot of white people here, B. There's a lot of, you know what I mean? It was like, it's that New Brooklyn, that gentrified shit. But white people love Wu-Tang Clan.
Yes.
And once you get inside the Barclays Center and you just read the room, like our section where we was at, big time Esco fans. Niggas was booming it, spliffs everywhere. They had the little, I don't know how they did it, but they got the little personal Henny bottles in there, like the shit, little travel joint you got, Dini. Whatever. Yeah. Like I think they had the pint, the
little mini joint. Yeah, nah, it's like 5 shots.
It's a little bit bigger than the one you got, the pint size.
The $12 joint.
Yeah, there you go.
Copy.
Niggas is in there with their Henny. So we had the little Nas section, but it felt definitely like more of, from my point of view, like a Wu home game. Like Nas went to a Wu-Tang venue to perform. It was kind of like a 60-40 split as far as the fans. It kind of felt like when the Knicks go to Barclays and it might as well be the Garden type shit. The fans, there's Net fans there, but the Knicks fans outnumbered the Net fans. And that's what it felt like. There was more Wu-Tang fans in the building and they turned the fuck up. We had niggas from Staten Island in there. Wilder had some chick pick up the Staten Island. She was by herself screaming at the top of her lungs. But to the show of it all, I much like Sin, I've seen Wu-Tang members perform. But have I ever seen the entire collective together? This was the first time for me. This was a seminal moment in my life. Basically, the whole Wu-Tang, everybody who's anyone, was on that stage outside of maybe Old Dirty. And he was represented by his son. You know what I mean? And what I loved about the show was, because honestly, like Sin brought it up too, Deanie and I was waiting for Deanie to take care of some business, and then we bumped into an old coworker who was in there. Then I bumped into an old coworker, and so we bumped into people along our way up the stairs, not realizing that the show started already. Like I thought Sin left to go see Daylight, but we wasn't missing none of the Wu or the Nas action. As we now walking through the pavilion trying to find our seats, I'm hearing the Wu-Tang. What the fuck? This ain't De La Soul. You know what I mean? What's going on? So we find Sin. We in this little balcony situation, and then they leave. So I'm like, it's gonna be an early night. I'm thinking it's a Wednesday night. Niggas got work.
Facts.
But talk about it.
But what Wu-Tang did was they basically broke their groups up. You had you had one chop, and then you had another chop. What was it? How they did it again on the 36 Chambers? You had the Wu-Tang sword. How that shit went? How they broke down?
It was the Wu-Tang and the Shaolin.
There you go. So you had Shaolin, then you had Wu-Tang. That's how they broke it up on the show. Because the Esco come out and he do his thing, and it was like, third time we're getting to see Nas for the year perform. And what I will say, and credit due to Esco. Sometimes you watch acts, especially legacy acts, do they shows, and it's literally the same
show, copy and paste, right?
Time. I seen Esco perform 3 times this year. It was 3 completely different sets. Don't get me wrong, he builds to the same crescendos, but he uses different songs. But once he gets to the "If I Rule the World" moment, you know what time it is. You get to the New York State of Mind moments, you know what time it is. But he uses different routes to get to these points in the performance. A keynote takeaway for me is that I thought it was fire that Nas was on that stage by himself. I love the fact that these older rappers don't need nobody else to control the stage. There's no hype man, no disrespect to the Spliff stars of the world, but frankly, Bus don't need Spliff to do a show, in my opinion, anymore. I'm seeing Nas, I'm seeing Hov out in fucking France. These niggas are by themselves.
Dolly.
Kiss by if he not with the Locks, Kiss is Dolo, and ain't no nigga screaming and doing backgrounds. It's like these guys have mastered the art of being MCs, and they doing it at that high level. I thought it was so fly to see Nas on this big stage, big venue again. Dolo, outside of my homie doing the live instruments in that little upper situation that they built on the stage, that shit was tough. But what I'm not trying to be negative, but I did notice, and chat, y'all can tell me maybe there's a schism with the Nas fans. When he was getting into his we'll call it the Hit Boy era bag, the reactions from the crowd wasn't the same as the 94 Esco bag, the 96 Esco bag, the 97, 98, 99. Like the energy was a little bit different. I don't know if it's because it was new and it hasn't had that time to resonate at that level than the old shit or what. But I noticed every time he went into one of those Hit Boy era joints, the hands wasn't in the air as much. The reciting of the lyrics wasn't as much. But as soon as he dropped some shit from Illmatic or It Was Written or anything like that, pandemonium.
And you know what's crazy? What's crazy was how many, like, the age bracket of who was in there. When the niggas asked, like, yo, how many people here from the Mad. He said, who here from the 2000s? When I tell you the place erupted, my nigga, I'm like, that's crazy. So many niggas between the age of 23 is at a Wu-Tang show, at a Nas show going crazy.
Culture, bro. I pass it back to Sin. One last thing. Y'all talked about, I love how they deployed Method Man. Because it's like almost like a team knowing who their star player is. Yeah. Everybody's stars. It ain't like Wu-Tang got some fucking schmecks outside of maybe Capadon. I'm sorry. But everybody else is stars.
You always got to sneak one in, man.
They went crazy for him last night, though.
You always got to sneak
ice cream.
And let me show you how beautifully they did it. Because you know what? Deanie probably already knew, but I didn't know. They did ice cream without Method Man. So I'm like, oh, Meth probably not in the building tonight. There was a slight disappointment. But then something comes running out onto this. I'm like, oh, that's Method Man. You know what I mean? Throwing the bottle of water, throwing the water on niggas in the front row and shit. And I'm like,
you heard the crowd, my G.
That's how you change the energy in the room. So we got something for you. We know you love us. But when Meth come on, and from the time Meth, we like to use a sports reference, from the time Meth got on that stage, Wu-Tang went on a run that stayed throughout the rest of the night. I thought that shit was fire. Go ahead, Sin.
To your point, what you were saying a few minutes ago, I almost feel like those Nas fans that are the diehard Nas fans that have rocked with him from Illmatic all the way through Magic 3 equally. They love the Untitled album. They love Distant Relatives. They love everything. You know what I mean? I think they was heavy at MSG.
Yeah.
With this crowd, because like at least 50% of the crowd, and probably more, you probably right, maybe like a 60-40 split, was there for Wu-Tang, right? And so the rest of it was gonna be split up between the diehard Nas fans that have enjoyed the entire scope of his discography. But then some of those in that 40%, 50%, maybe was only there for like, I remember Nas from Illmatic, it was written, made you look, you know what I mean, Stillmatic. That's what they was there for.
You're right, because MSG was strictly a Nas show. No openers, no acts in the middle. If Nas needed a wardrobe break, it was his show. We got Nas and only Nas. So that kind of, I see that perspective. Yeah.
Also, when Wu-Tang performed at Hip Hop 50, it wasn't the whole clique. You know what I'm saying? So people haven't seen the whole clique on stage. So this is another chance for people to actually come out and see the whole crew. So people got to really get their fill.
And you know what, bro? I gotta piggyback and chime in. Barclays Center, get some speakers, put them up somewhere because the ceiling is high as fuck. You got I don't know why your ceiling. You got the top row is like this. First of all, it's like vertical. I ain't never seen no shit like that. It's like baseball stadium seating and shit. I went to Yankee Stadium in Citi Field. Them seats don't look like that. I don't know. So they got these inverted seats, a high ass ceiling. Barclays, invest in some speakers at the top level for the broke niggas. All right, you know what I'm saying? Because we broke. You should. You know what I mean?
If you fall down in Barclays Center, bro, you fall into like Egypt, bro. Like you down,
bro.
That shit, I am terrified slant, bro. Every time, bro.
The moment it really hit me was when Triumph came on.
Oh God!
Because the instrumental sounded horrible. It was just like distorted. It was distorted bass. That's all you heard. You didn't hear none of the instrumentation. There's so much instrumentation in that beat with the violins and the wind instrument. Like there's so much in that beat. And all you hear is distorted, shitty bass.
I give credit to Nas because you could tell that Nas probably spent more time on his sound check than Wu. Because his performance, you can hear him, you can hear the words, you can hear the beat. The Wu-Tang performance, the shit was getting lost in the atmosphere, bro.
Drowning. Talk about
better.
it.
Do better, Barclays.
Jav,
what up?
Jav mentioned it, bro. I just want to say this. Salute to this shit feeling kind of like a movie. You get what I'm saying? It was like actual, like I wouldn't say costume changes, but there was like 2-3 outfit changes, y'all. Like this wasn't like some just like we on the stage for like half an hour and we just leave type shit. Niggas was actually out there pretty Tony then from the robe to the you know what I'm saying, to the sweatsuit. Like niggas changed up. Shout out to Ray. Like it was a real movie. Once again,
it was pressure, bro.
Old Dirty Beast, ODB's son, bro. Like I feel like every show I've seen of Wu-Tang, he's been filling that role, and he brings the energy. He really brings the energy like it's possible. Salute to him. I love the fact he's doing that.
Man, I loved how they did this shit where they basically came at us in waves. Wu-Tang, Nas, everybody together at the end of the show on the stage together.
Amazing. Doing
our collaborative records at different points of the show. Like great shit. If you're a fan of that shit and you came up in that time, this is like if you like just injected. Like that's exactly what you want. That's what you came for. You know what I mean? Right. I love that little section too. Like mad, like heads. Even the chick, they had some beautiful women there. Oh my god, I seen some honeys.
Of course.
Shorty that was dancing when Ice Cream came on.
Son. Boy, we had
Ice Cream.
You had everything you needed. I caught me a nutcracker at the end of the joint. We went over to Chick-fil-A. It was easy. Niggas was eating outside in the middle of the street, getting. You know what I mean? It was a beautiful occasion. You know what I mean?
Beautiful night.
We had a good time, bro. And as always, we had a great time, enhancement free. Real nigga shit.
Also, before we move on, I just want to address real quick because it's been sticking in my mind since I said it. I know some people out there might get upset when I said, two legendary acts, Nas and Wu-Tang, and I said possibly Wu-Tang might be more legendary than Nas. The only reason that even came to mind is because this Wu logo is all over the world. It's everywhere. They got a whole show. Motherfuckers get tattoos of the Wu-Tang symbol. That's all I was trying to say.
You didn't mean
anybody tries
to
misconstrue the shit. You know what I mean?
And you know they always say, why you always comparing? You weren't comparing in a combative way. You were just assessing the overall scope. That's all.
Right. Exactly.
You know niggas get real touchy. You know how it goes.
They really do.
Man.
I already know.
I expect it. Yeah.
If you live in an area that if there's still however long this tour is going, I think Atlantic City is up next. If you in the Atlantic City area and you having second thoughts about this show, bro, go cop that ticket. Go have you a good time, bro. You're not gonna be disappointed. And you know, like
hopefully they got better sound.
Cop a shirt.
That too. They had an abundance of shirts, bro. The people, it didn't feel like a Wednesday night in New York City at all. It felt like a Friday night. The energy, the vibe was perfect, bro.
I'm surprised I pulled up to the gig today, man.
Yo, I ain't get home till like 2:30 a.m., bro. It was wicked, man.
Bro, like Godspeed. Like you live on the other side now, gang. Like Sin and I had one train to take. You gotta bust dope moves.
Yeah, it was
I
bad
think you was
work.
gonna take the Rebel. I ain't gonna lie to you.
After 12 o'clock, Rebel cut off.
In the rain, bro, you trying to kill this man.
Nah, it wasn't no rain yesterday. Yesterday was immaculate, bro.
Yeah, it was a good time.
It was good yesterday. Thank God.
Yeah.
God looked out for real, man, because it's been Seattle up in this bitch.
Because I ain't gonna hold you. I think we macked outside the venue almost as long as the show was. We was outside. We was one of the last people to leave. You know what I mean? Man. When I think about it, shit like that. But we got some breaking news into the hip hop world. J Cole, alongside Lil Yachty, new record called The Secret Recipe. Hit the timelines late Thursday night. You know what I mean? Consider Rap's not being first on the scene, threw it in the group chat. And, you know, I got a little take before we get into it. The Rap Roundtable, we like high caliber rappers. So sometimes when people get mad at us when we talk about specific rappers, it's because we don't have time to dedicate in our lives, personal and professional, to listen to bad rappers or who we might deem as bad or not as skilled. Certain people make the cut because they make fire music. But when it comes to Lil Yachty, his verse got me to thinking. And it has less to do with the verse and more to do with where the space is going. Everybody look real closely. If you not just the Rap Roundtable, but the chat, everybody on the internet who might stumble across this video. Shout out to Griselda. Shout out to Nas. Shout out to everybody else on the underground scene who are making their way overground and above, the Pusha T's, even the niggas who's not Griselda, but they up the block from Griselda, like the 38s. Lyricism is making such a strong comeback to the space. And watching Lil Yachty rap bars just told me everything I needed to know about what's going on in rap on a macro level. Because for a while, the bars was heavily micro. Bars are becoming macro. For Lil Yachty to decide that he's going to rap. And if you look at all of the people who are kind of floundering, it's because they can't rap. If you really read between the lines in 2023's hip-hop scene, I find it very interesting that Yachty's trying to spit bars, y'all. Like, I don't know if y'all had that same feeling, but I got my eyebrows up by my hairline and I got a big forehead. That's how surprised I was. Because it's like, how the fuck is Lil Yachty trying to... And he was trying to look like a real rapper. It wasn't the goofy Yachty. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But J. Cole considered a rap snob. Matter of fact, do you have anything to add to that, my take with Yachty and nigga trying to be a rapper? Or you just want to get straight to the Cole?
I fucks with it. I also I'm also looking at the beat that they was rapping over.
True.
You know what I mean? It wasn't no triplet hi-hats on it. Wasn't no 808s on it. Wasn't really any drums on it at all. It sounded like a drumless beat. You know what I mean? Like just a loop for them to rock over. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I see that. There was also another bit of news that I saw earlier today, somewhere along those lines. What's this group's name? I'm trying to hold on. I gotta remind myself because I just caught a blank on their name. Daft Punk.
Okay.
I just saw some news earlier that they're re-releasing Random Access Memories as a drumless album. They are removing the drums from their album and re-releasing it. I almost want Westside Gunn to have like a sneak feature on that shit somewhere. Just to give homage to the god, you know what I mean?
Salute.
But yeah, no, we're definitely seeing quite a bit of, Griselda-fication, even more so of the game, right? And this is just another example of it. And shouts to Yachty, you know what I mean? He gave it the old college try, you know what I mean? Effort, you know what I mean? But listen, man, the star of the show here is J. Cole, as usual.
Yeah.
Like, this man, he keeps rapping like he got rent that's due. And I don't understand it because that motherfucker's rich. He looked like he not rich. He dressed like he not rich. But that motherfucker definitely rich. But the way he keeps snapping, I don't understand. And the shit that I loved about this particular feature is that he came on the song matching Yachty's energy. Because Yachty he's fairly mellow energy. You know what I mean? He's laid back. You know what I mean? And so he came on the track matching his energy and ever so slowly but surely building up to like this crescendo of bravado and braggadocio, and like the tone of his voice got sterner. Like it really sounded like he was talking to motherfuckers out there. Like I was like, yo, Cole, drop the name. Who you talking to out there, bro? Who got you tight like this? I continue to be in awe as to like how J. Cole continues to snap feature after feature. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to Cole out there. Like this particular verse and the way he built it, I was like, oh man, I might have to give it to Cole over my boy Kendrick right now. Just real quick, just for like a couple minutes. Just a couple minutes. I might turn back. But right now, yo, Cole, shouts to Cole, man. He got that.
We don't believe you. You need more people.
Need more people.
We don't believe you, son.
A lot more.
If Mace or Diddy would have said it, we'd have believed it.
Just a couple minutes. I'm going to revert back, but just for a couple minutes.
Macito, what are your thoughts and takeaways from this new link up? Cole X, Cole times Yachty.
Cole and Yachty. Random addition to the episode late, so not a lot of chance to really dissect the bars. So if we missed any bars, guys, don't kill us. Y'all see the shit just came out. You know what I mean? But how do we feel about it? First, with Jarv's assessment on Yachty, I can see that. I know Yachty, during the Joe Budden beef, went on his whole I'm a rapper rant. He was doing a bunch of freestyles. That's when him and Juice WRLD was kind of doing like they 10-minute freestyle like shit. So Yachty's tried to show us he can rap before, but I think I can see where you coming from, because it is a little different this time, right? The pseudo alchemist beat, you know what I mean? The super lyrical feature, he's already in his Tyler the Creator phase, right?
And this is his song, mind you. This ain't Cole record. This is his shit.
Right.
Even down to the way the video look. He trying to be taken seriously.
Right. And it started with his last album, when he switched his whole style. He's a serious artist now, you know what I mean? So Yachty's in that phase, you know what I mean? So I can definitely see where you coming from. It's a clear aesthetic he's trying to give, and a clear crowd he's trying to impress by dropping this song, you know what I mean? So I see where you coming from with the Yachty shit. Sin, as far as the Daft Punk Drumless album, you let me know how that shit sounds, bro.
Yo, you was the first dude I thought of when I heard that.
You feel me? I was like,
Mace is going to hate
Jesus Christ, I'm angry, man. My African ancestry, I need the drums, bro. I need it, man. But as far as the Cole aspect of it, very impressive verse by Cole. It ain't no love lost for, Jermaine over on this side, bro. You know what I mean? Actually, I actually appreciate him because, for like the first half of my son's life, you know what I mean? Bro was a gem from that time, you know what I mean? But we passed that era of Cole, you know what I mean? Like, we passed that point, you know what I mean? we it's a whole new Cole. You know what I mean? Like
Nice,
this is
bro.
different. Like we could appreciate what Cole is bringing to the table. Like, listen, his verses are appointment listening.
It's all into the dreads, bro. It's all
Right.
into
Listen, man.
it's
But
the opposite of Hove. Hove's superpower
Yeah,
is with the dreads.
Samson.
Sit with the shot, man. I like it, bro. But John will be back, man.
Rap roundtable antics, man.
He got to punch the air like Cuba Gooding
like Cuba.
Boys in the Hood real quick. You know what I mean? But
oh shit!
At this point, listen, Cole verses are appointment listening. You see, Cole got a verse. Sorry, y'all, man. But you see, even down to the Be a verse, right? You see Cole on there, you like, oh, I gotta listen. You know what I mean? But I can't lie. Like, Sin, you mentioned thinking that he's above Kendrick at this point, and not that. Listen, whoever's, I'm Team OVO. You know what I mean? They fighting for second and third place with me, but
talk about it, base.
But honestly, listen, Cole is. At 5 years ago, would you have thought that Cole would have been the go-to? Like, this is, we know that the Baby verse from back in the day, we know the 21 verse, but in the last couple months, we've had this, we had the Dirt verse, the All My Life joint, which went or top 10 on the Billboard. We had the Gucci song, which was garbage, by the way. But like he's like the guy
on the Creed soundtrack that
right.
On the Watcher shit. You know what I mean?
Right, and he's become the go-to for like that real shit on a mainstream level right now. You know what I mean? When niggas want that hard hitting verse, when niggas want respect from the heads, they go get a J. Cole verse. So the fact it is shocking to me that Kendrick isn't that guy. You know what I mean? I thought he was 5 years ago. Cole is basically, kind of solidified as like, when it comes to, take away like the golden era, right? 90s, 2000s. Think about, somebody who's 35 right now, wasn't really around for that shit, to be honest. You know what I mean? Especially 30, so when you're talking about that generation, Cole is like the lyricist right now. Like, so I'm impressed with the verse. I'm impressed with J. Cole's stock in the game, to be honest with you. And Yachty, this ain't gonna make me listen to Yachty. I ain't gonna hold you. Like I like the walk and Poland shit from Yachty more than that, to be honest. But
you need a balance. What you thought about them Cole bars, Deanie? Break them down, my nigga.
I'm a believer. I was not a believer in Cole at first. I've never been a believer in Yachty, so I can't even sell a dream. But it is dope that people are taking the time to pick up the pen and really write some shit. Because at the end of the day, you can make. Salute to Walk and Pole. You know what I'm saying? I love that shit too. But if you want to be remembered, you know what I'm saying, in your field as a real player, you gotta get your defensive joints on. You gotta get your rings. You gotta get your accolades. You gotta do it. And I feel like being a real MC is still a part of something that even the hummer MC still wants to be a part of. You still want to walk in the room and get respect, you know what I'm saying, from your peers. And just respect means a lot. But it's Cole though that we need to talk about. What can I say? I used to make fun of this guy. I used to call him the college rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Rodolfo. he seemed to like.
What was the name of the dude who made that song? I Love College.
Cole fan.
That white dude. Asher Roth. You saying he was the black Asher Roth, bro?
Yo, at first, first time I heard him was on a whole joint. I thought this shit was cool. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was cool. A Star Is Born, cool. We knew he was nice, but to me the bars are more generic. Like at this point in hip hop, to me, outside of like Pusha T, there's never a wasted bar. There's never a filler bar. Every bar is a step to the next bar, bro. As he just walks you through this maze. I heard jabs on the song. I heard a little. I heard a little jam.
Is he talking to Kendrick,
Deanie? I thought he was talking to Kendrick. Studio steppers. But that could go a lot of ways. That
Talking
could go
about
a lot
that
of ways.
Fake activists and all of that. You know what I mean?
Fake activists.
Fake woke.
Fake woke.
For the profit.
I mean, y'all tell me, am I reading too much into this?
Is he still taking shots at Benny? Street studio gangster talk and all of that?
But Cole did it smooth because he took he took a shot at every nigga who raps, essentially.
Yeah.
So you really can go anywhere with the bars, but we know the class this kid's in. There's only class with two other people. One of those guys is known for making hits, so you already got the I'm the barsmith over him. Because if the choice is Drake or Cole as far as just rapping, spitting bars, Cole got it. But the person who was really in actually Cole was in contention to Kendrick. Yeah, and it's like now Kendrick done jumped over the jump man. You know what I'm saying? I'll let Sin break that down as far as that. But what's going on? It seems like Kendrick's declining and Cole's just getting better. Like bar for bar, easily. Maybe top 3 verse of the year that we've gotten. Like, bro, I felt attacked listening to the 4 niggas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, if I was a rapper, I'd feel some type of way. If I'm in the hustle bag, I'm feel some type of way. Coke rap, I feel some type of way. Shoot, I'm the get money, creepy nigga bag. I feel some type of way, bro.
Well, you know what? That's my takeaway. He may have been talking to somebody specifically, or he may have just been talking to everybody in the fucking room. Duck, we spraying, you dig? Shit like that.
Shots.
And like to Sin's point about how he matched Yachty's energy and then started to raise the level as he went along, and how he was talking and who he may or may not be talking to, he started to remind me of the person that he was signed to back in his prime. Back in my youth, as much as I don't like the local celebrity rapper, he used to do shit like this a lot. Get on somebody else's song, kind of close to when it's time for him to come back outside with his latest release. And he would talk big shit that would leave you wondering who he's talking to while reassessing or reasserting that he is that guy in this space.
Before the dreads.
We're talking about Dark Caesar with the 360 waves, with bulletproof vests, that guy. Thanks. Even early button down, that guy. But then late button down, it got a little shaky. But when he first put the button down on and he put the jerseys away, that guy we're talking about.
The hard denim Rockaway jacket and all that. That guy. White tee.
I know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? When he was active summer after summer, there was always at least 1 to 2 records that sounded like this. Or he did a feature where it's like, why'd you pick this song to talk about this particular situation? You know what I'm saying? Or like doing Murder Marcyville when he was talking to J.O. Felony and shit like that. You know what I mean? Cole just decides at any point, I'm gonna come outside, I'm gonna tell niggas I'm the best. I might shit on you, I might not, and I'm gonna dare you to say something back. And if I'm looking across the space, Drake ain't saying nothing back. Kendrick running around with Keem, he ain't saying nothing back. Who else coming outside to rap back? Who wants to smoke? And I think Cole is getting very brazen in the fact that he believes that he's the best. Nobody can touch me. I'm gonna out rap everybody that you put me against, and I'm gonna start talking shit about the niggas who don't sell drugs, the niggas whose aunties is mans, and y'all gotta decide if y'all can do anything with me. Or I might not be talking about none of these niggas, and I'm just rapping.
Facts.
Cole, verse of the year, fuck it. I'm gonna do it. Y'all niggas tippy-toeing. Verse of the year, hot take from Jav. Y'all can get mad in the chat. I don't care. Cole got the verse of the year.
I gotta revisit that bit, and I still can't believe I'm saying this. But that Big Sean verse from Larry June.
Larry June.
Yeah. But
let me tell you why it's not Sean, Sen. Because as much as I love Sean don't have that. He don't puff his chest out enough. Yeah. Cole just has he come in the room with his chest out. His chest
here's the thing, like on a technical level, and this is why like the Big Sean on a technical level, flows. The 3 different flows that he hit immaculately, that shit was impressive. But like
top 3,
like you said, as far as like just like clearing the room, Cole cleared the room with this verse, bro.
Yeah.
All right, fellas, next topic. We're gonna keep you. It's a bit of a longer lunch hour. As you get in the hour, you might need to take your 15 as well. We got some takes tonight. Game on stage, got the bottle in his hand. So off the rip, we got the disclaimer. There's some liquid truth or courage or shit that just gets you in trouble in his left hand. And he says something along the lines of he put Nip's CD in his pocket. He bought the CD. He put on Kendrick when Kendrick was a hype man for J-Rock, shit like that. He's basically saying that he helped pioneer the careers of two of what New West current icons. So when you see these comments and he's talking about people saying he fell off and he got the bottle in his hands, what's your takeaway, Mace? Like when you see Game doing Game things, what you have to say about that?
Listen, I never shy at an opportunity to make fun of JC on. You know what I'm saying? Like this, like never. Like
walk him down.
So yeah, man. Like for at least 15 years of my life, I've been dedicated to this. You know what I mean? I'm the G-Unit stand before the OVO guard. You know what I mean? So he's been a hop. But I'm gonna be honest. Why? Because you mentioned, there was reaction to it and there was largely backlash. You know what I mean? And it kind of shows that when you don't like the guy, you kind of pretend like what he's saying isn't real, because he said this, but I've heard this at least 5 years ago from both of these guys. Nipsey has mentioned this on a song with the Game on Born to Rap. You know what I'm saying? Like we all remember him bringing out TDE and then when they was young niggas, like this is certified shit. And Game, he gets disrespected, but he is the bridge from the golden era West Coast shit in the modern era. Like there was nothing but Game. I mentioned before, the Exhibit era, the Roscos era, not bad rappers, but not very lucrative either. You know what I'm saying? Is all I'm saying for the coast. So Game was really the person on a mainstream level that carried them for a long time. So a Game co-sign to niggas in Nipsey's era, to niggas in Kendrick's era, that meant a lot. You know what I'm saying? And even when you want to get into like the politics of it all, with Nipsey coming from a certain set and Kendrick not even belonging to any set, and Game being able to, maybe, promote somebody on his side, but saying no and fucking with good music and going around the West Coast at a time where niggas did not give a fuck about the West Coast, bro. They didn't care about these niggas in this era. Game was the only shit moving out there. So for him to have reached out back then is a big thing. So it's like, come on, I know. Yeah, Lord, I get it, man. Like, I've laughed at Change Your Heart too, bro. Like, but these is all facts. These is all facts. Like, we got to give the boy his props. This is facts, man.
All right. Sincere, talk to me, bro.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of in line with Mace here. It's just there's something about the way that he be saying shit that rubs me the wrong way. Pause. But yeah, man, like, and I think part of the problem here in terms of like how this is being received and the backlash is the fucking Hip Hop DX, the headline that they fucking ran. You know what I mean?
Very true.
The Game takes credit for Kendrick Lamar and Nipsey Hussle. That's not what he was doing. You know what I mean? And the Hip Hop DX is playing the game, of course. But like when you actually listen to it, you know what I mean? And he says, yo, I literally supported Nipsey. I bought the CD, put it in my pocket, and I brought Kendrick Lamar out on tour. Like, he's not lying. You know what I mean? These aren't lies. I don't think he's trying to make it to be more than what it really is. But this is just on the other side of it. I think this is also just an example of his reputation sort of preceding him, because you know what I mean? Yeah, like May said, we all seen Change Your Heart. And ever since then, like throughout his career, especially in recent years, he's said some wild shit. He said some super corny shit. He's done some corny shit. You know what I mean? Every time I see him on social media, is some lame, cringy joke that does not land. But like it's bad. It's bad. Like he just has this like energy of being a lame. You know what I mean? So like Yeah, it's hard to shake that off, but at the end of the day, he's not really lying. He's not lying. You know what I mean? And this is coming from somebody who likes, you know, kind of as much as you can like the game. I like the game. You know what I mean? Probably more than anybody at this table. Like, I think, you know, the first two albums are fucking classics. You know what I mean? But it's just, you know, his reputation precedes him. You know what I mean? And when you have a reputation for being a lame, you might say some shit. People are gonna be like, this is fucking lame. And you know what I mean? It might not be the lamest shit he said.
Beanie.
Disgruntled niggas, man.
Yeah.
I get it. He's been the butt of a lot of jokes. You know what I'm saying? But I pause. But I'll just take what Sin said. I'll take myself out of it and be balanced. You know what I'm saying? You said he got 2 classic albums. Vital in the contribution to Nipsey. Vital in the contribution to TDE. A member of one of hip hop's most legendary groups. Multi-platinum artist. Twice, right? At least 2 or 3 times, right?
Peace. Yeah.
Number ones, maybe them shits with 50. This is how we doing shit. I'm sure. They cook the charts. They cook the charts. You know what I'm saying? Salute. Maybe he deserves to talk some shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're in a situation where no one is gonna talk that shit for you.
Right.
Who's gonna be the nigga that say, you know what, Game done something. He the nigga that really done put in. Who's doing that for him? You know, we see Nas has a contingent of niggas to do that. We see Hove has a contingent to do that. We see Kendrick has a contingent of niggas do that. Drake, Cole, you name it. Where is the people saying, yo, Game, you see all the shit Game did for the culture? So sometimes if niggas ain't talking your shit, you gotta talk your own shit. So in that Game, salute to you, bro. I get it, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point. Is there a Game hive out there? I know people like talk about his discography, but they don't really
keep it a beat.
They don't really connect with him as like a person. You know what I mean? The way they do, the way that they come out hard for Nas, pause. The way the Barbies come out for Nicki. The way you know what I mean?
I just thought about it, bro. No, salute. What Mexico on the West Coast, bro, will fight a nigga for Game. They love Game out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Crazy. I mean, big community from. They fuck with him, bro.
Game is a really, really good rapper. But I'm trying to hear what Job got to say about this, man. Because Job is on cleanup mode for a reason, man.
Nah. I'm not.
Bro.
I'm not even here to violate. The problem that I have with this is you can have this conversation one of 2 ways. You can be the OG veteran who's looking back on his career and he could say, I put myself in them shoes. I'm the OG veteran. I can say, you know what? I knew Sin made beats, so I bought one of his beats and I rhymed on it because I fucked with him. Deanie had the fashion, you know what I'm saying? Made by Deanie, the wealthier choice. I put on one of his shirts because that's my nigga. Macito had the connects in the street, so like anytime I knew I was moving from city to city, I could holler at Mace. I check in with Mace. I know I was good. I can say all these things on that same stage. And what I'm doing is I'm giving flowers to people who, along my journey, they helped me become the nigga that I am today. Because maybe without the wealthier choice fashion, I'm a bum. Without Sincere's beats, my music don't hit. Without Macito being plugged in, I might get robbed. You get what I'm saying?
I see where you're going with this.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you could go along the lines of, I'm not being taken seriously by my peer group or the public at large. I got a microphone in my hand. I'm at a venue. This bottle is mine. This is my Kanye with the Henny at the VMAs moment. And I'm just getting my shit off because I'm in my feelings and I'm getting my shit off because niggas do not take me seriously. In fact, they actually take me for a joke. There was a fucking video floating around a couple weeks ago, nigga, Game at Drew League about to scrap it, niggas. Game, and I forgot who else. I mentioned this before. When you at a certain level in life, I forgot who the artist was, but I said it and I'm gonna say it about Game. You can't do regular nigga shit. To me, like Game on that stage with this bottle having a moment, you bigger than that. You're better than that. Like you're like you're above. Like doing this shit is that type of shit on video. Whether he's right or wrong, I don't even care. Because based on the evidence that's in front of me, he is right. But you're better than that approach because by saying it angrily and aggressively, you allow a website like Hip Hop DX to control your narrative and make it seem like you just mad. When in fact, you're kind of frustrated because a lot of hip hop, as far as hip hop, the entity itself, they don't take Game seriously. But the Game has only himself to blame for not being taken seriously. Because for all of the immaculate bars, albums, known to be a goon in the West Coast, like I think he's a respected nigga out West. Based on what I know, I'm not from there. I don't know, but from what I've read or what I've seen, he's respected. But then you turn around and we got to talk about it. You blink 2 times, you go in the shade room, this nigga's got dick pics doing dick print shit on fucking shade room. Or having some weird comment over when Nipsey passed away, he was rocking a Braids cosplaying as Nipsey
man.
and rhyming his cadence and shit like
Wicked.
that.
But
So it's like
that's the shit that lends itself to this.
So as much as you did do these things, you also did a lot of shit that make niggas not take you seriously enough to where you gotta get on stage and you're not even at a concert. You're at a club. This is like a club, nigga. You're at a club getting your feelings off negatively. Like you making it sound like you put niggas on. Like to me, if Kendrick wanted to take that some kind of way, would he be wrong to? Would the Nipsey Hussle estate not feel some type of way? Why you even mentioning our nigga in this type of situation? Like you're allowing niggas to look at you sideways yet again, even though you right. Like somebody Game need a filter. He needs somebody there strictly for what is the phrase? Not product placement, but it's like it's like when you put some shit out, it goes through that filter before it gets out there. What is it called again? Doesn't matter right now. In the chat, y'all help me out. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Where Game goes through a filter and then it gets to the world. You need a filter 10 times out of 10. And I hate to do this to Game because he did all these things, but you do a lot of corny shit too. So it's like, what the fuck you want from us? Huh? He needs a publicist. But it's a phrase that it's called, but I ain't staying there because I'm gonna get stuck and I'm gonna get tight. All right. I don't know, but Game, you did bad, bro. Like you, come on, bro.
I mean, he did. What was it he mentioned? He said, I brought Kendrick on tour when he was just J-Rock's hype man or some shit like that. Like he really tried to like little brother the bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It sounded like some hater shit.
Yeah.
Even if it is the truth, once you do it that way, and you demanded your respect, Game, you 20 joints in. Game been out 20 years, right?
Yeah.
He joined G what, 03?
03. He was in the club video.
05.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
His first album dropped 05, but he was on a team from like 02, 03.
Oh, copy.
So if you've been at this 20 joints, bro, and you got to demand your respect, then you got to start looking inward as to why niggas might not be taking you as seriously as they should. But let's move along. This week, there's a lot of leaks coming out of the Good Music / Kanye West camp. One leak in particular stood out the most for me personally. It was Pusha T's version of Life of the Party. And it got me to thinking like, so Kanye basically used Pusha T's verse as a reference to his verse. Like he basically ripped the whole shit off. Maybe not the bars, but the subject matter and some of the bars. Even.
A lot.
Actually, a lot of the bars.
Yeah.
He rearranged.
Right.
He took the end part and put it at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then rearranged a few of the
It made me
wonder that real quick.
It made me wonder if that was a reference track because like Pusha wasn't rhyming in his usual cadence. Like he sounded a little different.
Also,
to me.
Yeah. Also, are we sure that was? To me, it sounded like Malice for a second. I don't. In the timeline, I don't know. Like when was it that Pusha and Malice got started working together?
I think it was Pusha. I think it was Pusha rhyming in a higher octave. That's me. But it got me to wondering, and I come to say the rap's not for this. Do you take Pusha T's version of Life of the Party, or does Ye and 3 Stacks Life of the Party still remain the standard?
Oh no, it's still
okay.
It's still 3 Stacks and Yeezy. You know, because we don't come to that song for Ye's verse anyway, whether it's him that wrote it or Pusha T that wrote it. You know what I mean? Either way, like Pusha T obviously like performed the verse better than Ye ended up doing, but that's not the standout verse. You come to that song for the 3 Stacks verse. That's the star of the show. You know what I mean? So to me, it's a cool, you know what I mean? It's a cool thing to be able to peek behind the curtains real quick, as to like how this song came about and how it was made. But yeah, the final product with 3 Stacks still gold standard.
What about you, Deanie?
I'm going with Push.
Oh, so
of course you are.
Oh, of course you are. Granted, maybe, but I think 3 Stacks had a great verse. You know what I'm saying? It was a sentimental verse, dope. You know what I'm saying? But the way Pusha, bro, I was like 2 minutes and a half and just straight barring you to death. Like there was bars on that, and it's weird because like it's almost like Kanye took the weaker bars, bro. Like there was like crack bars in that shit. You know what I'm saying? He went with the more like the shit that he just think would just reach the crowd, as opposed to like some of those hard hitting bars. Like Pusha got bars that had me like, shit, this is tough. I didn't really feel that to be honest, I didn't feel that from 3 Stacks either. This wasn't a song where it was like, oh my God, this wasn't a how did he do that song? This was like, the concept is dope, the bars are dope, and it's a good song, you know what I'm saying? But the Push joint like this, you can like really dissect that. There's not really much to dissect. Well, actually, no, I won't say that. There's a lot to dissect, but it's not complex. It's very simple, but in a beautiful way. And like I said, it's sentimental. It's about our moms. I lost my mom, so respect it. You get what I'm saying? But as far as just rapping, like if I had to listen to Andre 3 Stacks rap that to me without a beat, I'd probably be like, this is cool, bro, and hug him. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, yo, here's your violin, bro. And then go and listen to the Pusha T.
No, it's funny because I can actually envision that happening.
I'm just like
I get Deanie, bro.
I'm a con nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
I would show love.
I just want to say, like every verse ain't gotta be like the J. Cole verse that we talked about. It really don't gotta be hard hitting. Like
but they was acting like that 3 Stacks verse on Life of the Party was like the greatest thing since the last greatest thing that was a 3 Stacks verse.
It was a great verse, man.
It was a fire verse. Don't get me wrong. He did his
great
thing.
Verse.
Mesito, Pusha T, or Ye and 3 Stacks.
I won't go too crazy because I feel like I don't want to steal none of Jobs' bars for this one.
Here we go.
Don't
worry about me, nigga. Speak your truth.
Great minds, nigga.
Listen, because I thought y'all was gonna open on this one. But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go with the Push version. And I'm gonna go with that version because I feel like we were robbed of a seminal moment in Pusha T's career with this one. Having an Andre 3000 verse. We heard how crazy everybody went over the Andre verse, whether you thought it was justified or not. People did go crazy over the verse. As a long time, at least 4-year op of Pusha T, you know, what's the biggest way people criticize him is that he's not introspective enough. He rap about the same shit. So I, for one, was impressed with this Pusha verse with, introspective bars, no coke bars, no crime bars, no, you know what I mean? Just
Kingpin
you feel
bars.
me? Like this was a Pusha T that was, a more earnest Pusha T. So I think that it would have been like if this isn't the mastered version, this isn't, they didn't go through, the factory line like Jaw was mentioning. So, obviously the Ye verse sounds better. You know what I mean? The finished product sounds better. But I would have really liked for this, imagine if, It's Almost Dry had this as a bonus track. Niggas would have went crazy, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm going to go with the Pusha version myself.
I got a question after you go, Joe. I got a question.
It's a tough one. I lean kind of towards Mace with the whole idea of a 3 Stacks and Pusha T, with the way Pusha's verse ended up coming out, and then what 3 Stacks did. This would have been up there for one of the best collaborative efforts we might have gotten as far as artists getting together. But what I'll say on the flip side of that is, I think Pusha T doesn't get that verse because he's not Kanye West. I don't think, and I love Pusha, y'all know that, but I don't see 3 Stacks coming outside for that many bars. It wasn't just a 16 for Pusha T. And that's no disrespect to Push. It's just 3 Stacks is very particular about when he comes outside and who he's standing next to. Kanye West on that beat, that's a moment. You dig?
Thanks.
And that moment, I loved it. I kind of wish the Pusha T verse never came up because I loved what Ye did. I loved how Ye was kind of like the placeholder. He did his job to set the table for 3 Stacks to come through and do what he did. And you know what? What Deanie said was funny. You want to give him a hug, but he did convey those. He conveyed some real feelings and told a story that made you wonder, did this really happen? Or is it just him being a fucking great author? You dig?
Yeah.
To me, like, I got to give it to the Ye and 3 Stacks version because I like Pusha in a certain type of bag. You know what I mean? I was listening to the Memphis Bleak Drink Champs joint, and he was kind of criticizing Pusha for being in one bag and not getting the pushback that other people get. Well, it's because Pusha does that thing so well. Mm-hmm. He does the sinister raps. He does the technical raps. He has great breathing, great voice control, all that shit that I selfishly don't want to hear him on no Life of the Party shit. I want Pusha T to be his best self 10 times out of 10. And for that and that alone, I got to give it to what Ye and what 3 Stacks did. 3 Stacks, nigga, what? Well, how many bars? 37 bars? Like, the nigga bugged the fuck out, nigga. And he told a story. Like, we don't get that. Story bars? That many bars? Shit, me. And it's me talking about 3 Stacks. Sin usually be fighting this fight by himself.
I think this is what happened. I think Kanye walked into the studio and told this nigga, like, yo, you hear this 3 Stacks verse I got, nigga, dig deep and write me something good. That's what he said. Dig deep. Don't put no coke bars in it because it's gonna sound like you. Just dig deep and write something that you think would sound like me, nigga. Let's get this shit going.
So you think the Pusha verse is a reference?
Definitely a reference. Number one. Number two. So here was my question. Go ahead, Dean.
No, Dean, you have your question loaded.
Two seconds. Because Pusha T was talking about, like, you know, the whole the marriage shit and all that, like,
exactly.
You know what I mean?
So I was gonna say, if you pair Andre 3 Stacks verse with Pusha's verse, and that just was the song, like, I'm easily going with Push. That's why I gave Push the joint like that. You know what I'm saying? Easily. No disrespect.
Say, Mace?
And what I was going to mention is while that's a great point that I don't know if Andre pops out for
anybody
Push alone. But my thing is, isn't that what signing to a Kanye West is for? You know what I'm saying? Like, to get for you to finesse me on a track with a nigga like that, for you to get me these relationships. I'm just saying.
3 Stacks is different. 3 Stacks is like the fucking. 3 Stacks is like when you gotta play Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo on super hard. And you gotta win everything a specific way to unlock Akuma at the end of the game. Like, we going back like 25 years. But niggas know, like, you could have just get Akuma barely. You had to catch like wild. We had to get like 8 perfects or some shit like that. You had to like really like smoke the game on the hardest level to then have the right to lose to Akuma. To me, that's 3 Stacks. You gotta sell mad units, and you gotta have critical acclaim. You gotta have both. At a high level and multiple projects to unlock a 3 Stacks verse. You know what I mean?
Sheesh, man. Dean, you know the OVO captain got him on his album number 2, right?
Yeah, he sure did.
He got the
early.
He got the sales
early.
Sade Jake was definitely, we thought that he thought he was gonna have a classic by them. Anyway, go ahead, Sis.
Yeah, real quick. I think the real crime here, we were really robbed of, is this Blood of the Lamb joint that also leaked. That joint is stellar.
That's crazy.
And it's crazy because I was telling Jaw just last night, I was like, I know I heard this joint somewhere before, and I think it leaked. What it was that it leaked a few years ago, and then it got scrubbed from the internet, from Twitter. So I think that's where I remember it from. But I'm listening to it again. That shit, that needs to be an official release ASAP.
Last but not least, for this portion of the lunch hour, 25 years since Hove dropped Hard Knock Life Volume 2, bro. Can't believe it's been 25 years already, bro.
Crazy.
You know, and you know, we know the Nas fans is watching this and oh, hey, they go talk about this thing. But a lot of what we do on this podcast and a lot of what we do in this particular algorithm that we're in, it won't happen if Volume 2 doesn't happen. If Jay's stays in that pocket between Reasonable and Volume 1 as that type of an artist and he never gets that appeal, a lot of the conversations and debates that came after Volume 2 happened, there were conversations, but then 6 straight summers and then the takeovers, the tours, the summer jams, all of that other shit. Without Volume 2, we don't get that. And you know, and that album, of all Jay's popular albums, that's the one where niggas be like, it didn't age well. I might not fight back. There's joints on that album that I'll listen to for the rest of my life. Don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. Like Money Ain't a Thing. It's all right. Like every now and again,
Reservoir
Dogs. Like Hove, he was still him, but you could tell that this album was a clear point in the direction of we want to go somewhere else. There was some Rough Rider aesthetic in there as well, like the Sonics and shit like that. And rap was in a weird place in 98. I think low-key 98 was a very weird year for rap.
Yeah.
Sonically. It was the remnants of the shiny suits, the street niggas trying to come back in. We don't know what we do. Then you got the Timberlands of the world, early stages of Neptune starting to take. It was a lot of different things happening, different sounds. The South was really starting to take off again. No Limit was already bubbling. West Coast wasn't as hot as they were maybe like 2 years prior. It was a lot of moving parts. But Volume 2 for Jay-Z, seminal album, stand out. Consider rap style. Any thoughts on Volume 2?
Yeah, like you said, right? A lot of people will point to this album as one of those bodies of work that didn't age so well. You know what I mean? It definitely. So some of the joints sound like, you know what I mean? They was definitely made for that time and just for that time. And we listen back and we might fuck with it on some nostalgic shit, but be, you know, like, do we really love this song like that? You know what I mean? But there's some joints that are just like forever classics. Like we mentioned Reservoir Dogs, you know what I mean? It's All Right. I still to this day I love Originators, you know what I mean? Originators 99 version, you know what I mean? You know, look, the last several years I have seen a large number of people come out and just slander the fuck out of Money Cash Hoes.
Bugging.
Like they hate that. So they're like, yo, that beat is the trashiest beat of all time. And to be honest, I'll listen to it and I'll be like, I don't know, they might have a point. I'll still fuck with it. But that beat is kind of ridiculous. You just fucking like
swiping across the key
over the keyboard. Like it was just like, you know what I mean? But
when DMX come through though, that shit hit different.
They bugging.
It do.
The niggas who say that Money Cash Hoes don't hit like that probably never went to a party. They never heard that shit on the big speakers during the DJ set. So when the girl started shaking ass, or they was too afraid to dance with the girl who was shaking ass, so they just tend to resent shit. It's usually the niggas who don't go outside who say these things. That's all I'm saying.
All right. I never liked Paper Chase. I never, and to this day, from day one, I never liked Can I Get Her. So you know what I mean? For people that love that record out there, you bucking up the wrong tree. I am never gonna play that song out of my own accord. But I mean, all in all, it's, you know what I mean? It's definitely, you know, it's a top 5 Jay-Z album for sure. Damn, there was something I wanted to say about it, but I forgot now. I'm gonna pass it on.
Can I Get is an all-time skip for me. I've been skipping that song since the album came out. I'm not gonna lie.
Sheesh.
I'm no funny. I never liked it. It was a song. I was happy what it did for Hov, but I didn't like Annie. I didn't like Can I Get Her. The biggest records from Volume 2. I did not like those songs. But Money Cash Hoes.
Oh, I just remember what I was gonna say.
Hip-hop fans were engineered in the late 90s to not like the singles, right?
Yeah.
the people that look at this album as like a turning point, you know, because it's very much a turning point. The reason is because that, you know, Jay himself has admitted this is the album where he dumbed down to double the dollars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the thing about it is that, like, Jay-Z is such a skilled MC that he was able to dumb it down. You know, he didn't have to multi-syllable you to death. You know what I mean? He didn't have to over-complex you to death to still have like potent bars. You know what I mean? And there's only a certain, you know, there's only a select few of really skilled MCs that can, you know, again, use that negative space. Big did it. Jay did it. Pusha T does it. You know what I mean? I don't think we might not have a Pusha T the way we know him today if it's not for how Hov approached rhyming on this album here. You know what I mean? So, yeah, enough respect to this album. 25 years. Salute to Jay. You know what I mean? And Hard Knock Life Volume 2.
Shit, Mesita, you're the youngest one here. What's your takeaways from this album?
Definite classic. Like whenever I hear people, you know, motherfuckers love that it didn't age well shit. Mad Max says that about Ready to Die. Niggas say some shit about like niggas love saying that shit about some, like you just don't like the album, my nigga. Like didn't age well. The niggas who like it think it aged well. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I digress. That's a weird argument. That didn't age well shit is weird to me because it's rarely from the niggas who actually was in the era around for it. It'd be a nigga who came around 10 years later. Like, this doesn't sound like, you know, A$AP Rocky, you know, but it's an absolute classic of an album. One of my favorite J albums. Just a fun album at the same time. A cool album. You know what I mean? An outside album. You know,
talk about it.
You like just that whole era is dark and hell is hot. This shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, just really defines the time. And just like you say, this was a turning point for Jay. But listen, I'm not gonna let you know motherfuckers who listen to Earl Sweatshirt for fun tell me not to like an album because it was popular. You know what I'm saying? So I always fuck with this album. I never got, you know, because you know it's always been the real hip hop head thing to be like Volume 2 is where Jay got whacked. You know what I'm saying? But I never felt that. I remember even revisiting this because obviously this is an album that dropped when I was like a kid,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But I remember revisiting this shit when I was like 25 and being blown away by how refreshing this shit sounded. You know what I mean? Like, so I've always loved Volume 2, and I won't take any slander for Volume 2, bro, at all.
Jamie.
I like that, Mace. A man of my own heart, man. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, come on, man.
Like talking about as far as it didn't age well, man. I call cap on that too, man. Because when I listen to Volume 2, I get taken back, bro. I get taken back to when I used to have that. You remember that good the Maniche fits? I get taken back to that. I get taken back when Air Force Ones was $50. You know what I'm saying?
Black and powder blue.
Nigga, you know what I'm saying? It brings the red and cream joint. The red and cream Maniche was game changer, bro. That was instant. That's what niggas was paying $60 for a shirt. In 98, that was a big deal, nigga.
The original polo jeans, Cole, nigga, with the 3D.
You know what I'm saying?
The polo jeans company.
It's the vibe it gives you, bro. It's the nostalgia. When I listen to it, there are certain songs that do kind of make me the Annie joint. It didn't.
I always hated that song, bro.
So I'll give you that. Bro. You know what I'm saying? But there's so much music on that shit. Like, even to me, that's one of Ja's best joints. You know what I'm saying? Good to these rap hoes. You know what I mean? He was talking shit. Bitches better have my money for show before they go running their mouth. It was a vibe, bro. Like, I ain't even gonna do X like that. Even a mill talking on it. Like, the joints was digging that, bro. Shout out to the niggas that was in the spots. The joints go crazy over a mill on that hook. I remember these days, bro. I remember screaming at the top of my lungs, DMX and my dogs bite, Jigga, my nigga. I remember this, bro. I was there for this. So when niggas talk that crazy shit, that album went crazy, bro. And then he followed it up. And then to be honest, Backstage just made the album to me like pop more, because now like I have a behind the scenes view of what was going on like during the tour, like how shit was, you know what I'm saying? The concepts.
Well, you
like
know what? The highs of Volume 2 are very high. That's the thing.
Right.
At Volume 2's height, like the peaks, he was really like He was him, bro.
On them corners, man.
It's
You know what I
like
mean?
that, handed down, reservoir. Come on, man.
I just
man.
randomly threw on this like that the other day. I woke up and it was stuck in my head. I was like, oh, I gotta spin this morning, man. I love this. Shouts to Kid Capri, man.
Spit at the locks, but other than that, I ain't fucking with cats. Come on,
man. Like, it's the
I
nostalgia,
could never
bro.
Jigga get nothing for that, other than a couple slugs in your back.
Come on, bro.
He was talking on that, man.
He was
like
talking,
Nas and Pac fans quoting Jay-Z bars up here, man.
Nah, because that was when he was still a street nigga. The do-rag was still on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like he was still tippy-toe that line between industry nigga and street nigga with the gun talk, the fly talk, the whole talk. But there was still some very loud skips on Volume 2. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And then as I got older, got more life experience, and then I started to listen to Volume 1 even more, I started to understand why niggas looked at Volume 2 the way they did. Because Volume 1, we fronted on Volume 1 because it wasn't reasonable. But that aside, bro, front to back, fire. Low-key, very introspective on Volume 1.
Yes.
Still over your head, but he brought it down just a notch for you to understand. He was already dumbing it down on Volume 1. And I think I said on the pod in the past, if Hov could do his whole career over, I wish he would have led with Volume 1 and then Reasonable. I think his career arc goes completely differently if he leads with Volume 1 to get niggas you get into the world with Volume 1, so that when he goes even deeper with the shit he was talking about on Reasonable, you have a better chance of understanding his point of view. He was so over niggas' heads on Reasonable that when he got to Volume 1 and then wait a minute, you're not gonna give us more of this. You're trying to tell me what you know what boys like in Heart of the City, but still be the world class street nigga. Like he needed to come in a little more commercial, then get more gritty, and then go back commercial with the third one. I think things would have been a little bit different. But shout out to Volume 2, y'all.
Thanks.
Any final thoughts on White Album? Mace, Diddy?
Great album.
Classic.
All right, so real quick, we wrapping up this part of the lunch hour, but don't go anywhere. Like we said, we got something very, very special for y'all.
Bonus.
We got some bonus content, bonus footage at a very specific secret location that, we don't know what's gonna happen in the future, but as of right now, it's something that we playing around with. Dare I say we're being recruited? Let's call it what it is. It ain't us.
Hey.
But we thought it was good ass content, talking about some Westside Gunn and Then You Pray For Me upcoming album. And we want the chat and our subscribers' feedback on what they think about the locale in comparison to our other studio setup. So lock in. It's Griselda Westside Gunn Talk. Shit y'all niggas love to hear us talk about. Hit that like button, 350 likes. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. And of course, get yourself the Roundtable merch.com. Get your hats, get your merch, do your thing. You know what I mean? We got
flavors.
The gray, we got the navy blue, we got the color. You dig? Do you need the balance? Throw to that bonus footage for the people, my brother.
Yo, y'all know what it is, man. The Rap Roundtable. We moving to the bonus footage. Hit the like button, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Roundtable merch, copy you a hat. Tees on the way soon. Sincere the Rap Snob. Macito the Voice. Sincere the Point Guard. Dini the Balance.
Job the Point Guard. They gonna call me Sincere.
Hey, shouts to me twice. I bet.
For how hard you work, double time. Shout out to Job, the technician, the alley-oop guard, the point guard, the one. Salute to you. Blame the cup. It's up and I'm stuck. It's the Rap Roundtable. Lunch hour. Vaunted, nigga.
Lunch hour deluxe version.
You're ready to
go.
With deluxe
bonus cuts.
But no enhancements. You heard?
Yo, shit.
Westside Gunn releases, a little promo. He's having some fun with this rap shit. He retires, he comes back. We don't know. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's what he does. But now, And Then You Pray For Me is the latest release. I think it's coming in a couple of weeks.
October 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Okay.
Lucky day.
With that being said, we were waiting for a Griselda summer. It didn't happen. But it's looking like the third and the fourth quarter is going to be the kind of season that we like for hip hop. So, Sid the Rap Snob,
Yes, sir.
our resident Griselda correspondent.
That's me.
Westside puts out the promo. He puts out the track list. He put out the artwork even. Shout out, rest in peace to Virgil.
Yeah,
What are your expectations for this new release from Westside Gunn?
bro, I'm excited, man.
Okay.
I'm excited. As we spoke about here at the table, we kind of missed some of the expected releases that we were going to get from we were expecting to get from Griselda. You know what I mean? Specifically Benny the Butcher, Still Got Cooks. You know what I mean? That was over the summer. It was supposed to drop over the summer. It never happened.
Okay.
So we started asking the questions. You know what I mean? And it seems like every time that we ask questions, the universe answers those questions for us.
Oh, yes.
You know what I
like
mean?
that.
So.
I like that.
So now, you know what I
Most
mean?
tapped in.
We going into fall right now, into autumn. We getting the Griselda fall. I'm excited for this Westside Gunn project. I'm always excited for Westside Gunn projects because, I don't know, this might be a hot take, but I feel like Westside delivers the best, the most cohesive projects out of the Griselda camp. You know what I mean? We talk a lot about, you know, Conway the Machine being one of the illest lyricists.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Benny the Butcher, you know, being, you know, the one that has probably the most flexibility with his style. You know what I mean? The most versatile. But in terms of like really putting together a cohesive project, a cohesive work, Westside Gunn got it, man. And even if, you know, we don't really think of him as, you know, one of the elite lyricists in the space, even in Griselda, if the product is good, if the project, you know, hits the marks it's supposed to hit, that's all that really matters at the end of the day, man. So I'm excited for it. I was gonna check the you know, because they put out the
feature
the
track
features.
list.
Thank you. Yes,
Yeah.
it wasn't really a track list,
Just the features.
but the features that it's who it's starring, right? And so, but I'm gonna pass it on for now. We could talk about that a little bit later.
You need to balance. Talk to me, bro. Like, what do you expect from this project?
I'm excited. I'm always excited for a Westside project. I was excited for 10. I was super excited for Peace Fly God. Everything to me, he's more of the kind of the RZA for Griselda. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everything kind of goes through him. He's the curator, and he's been exceptional at this, man. You can go back to the Hitler Wears Hermes series. I'm looking forward to this, bro. Honestly, Side A. Shout out to Side A. To me, maybe one of the better hip hop albums that came out of the last 10 years. Like that.
You said Sade?
No.
Side A.
Side A.
Oh, copy.
Side A.
I was confused too.
Side B was good too.
Nah, he caught me on the first one, but then the second one, I was
I was
like,
like, Sade this?
I was
He
like,
put something
what? This nigga got shot.
Westside Gunn Sade. I will be here for that though.
Yo, Sade.
I would be here for that though.
Sade times Griselda.
Yeah.
Smooth
Damn.
operator in the background.
Sade
I'm
being
here
the
for
West
it.
Side, ad lib this shit.
I'm here for it.
I'll be
bro.
with it.
But I'm happy for him, bro. Like
Nah, wait, hold on. We need to be A&Rs, bro. Cause Sade vocals in the background, some West Side ignorance, bro.
Mixed in.
I might fuck with that.
it
I'm
sounds
not gonna lie.
beautiful, bro. Like we just the way he just brings the project together. I'm here for it, bro. I really am. Shout out to Wes, and he's really been the glue for this shit. You know what I'm saying? The East Coast hip hop, like he's been the one setting the tone. Salute to Benny, salute to Conway, but just got to give Wes his props, man. It's been
He's the
literally
glue?
he is,
A
bro.
certain fan base might feel like you being out of pocket right now.
Nah, fam. You gotta give like the resurgence of East Coast. Shout out to Rome Streets too. The resurgence of East Coast hip hop and the moves they've been making as a collective, man. Stove, Rome, man. You know what I'm
True,
saying?
true,
Just
true.
watching the whole shit culminate. We gonna say we've been there from the top, but we've watched a lot of things transpire. You know what I'm saying? Due to our political connects. Salute to the homies. You know what I'm saying? But beautiful things, man. Keep going, keep cooking. Big New York, even if it's
Big
upstate.
New York.
You know what I'm saying?
Mesito. And then they'll pray for me.
And then they'll pray for me.
To be clear, the least Griselda-esque person at the rap round table is Mace.
You know?
You know the vibes.
So
You know?
don't get mad. That's just not his cup of tea. So
Calm down, yo.
but he said he's dropping on October 13th, Friday the 13th. It's very seasonal. You can
Right.
get your pumpkin spice latte and listen to Westside Gunn. Like, what are your expectations?
What are my expectations?
Yeah.
I mean, Westside, he's known for being the Bobby Digital of the Griselda camp, right? Like, so we know that he's going to make sure that the beats is on point. He's going to make sure that the guests are on point. The ad libs is going to go crazy. You know, it's going to be a movie. You know what I mean? We know how Westside Gunn puts together his shit, but if you listen, as the Griselda artist, I wouldn't say like, you know, if this was a Stove God announcement for the Stove God summer, maybe summer 2024, if it was like an announcement for Benny, you know what I'm saying, like the first single for Benny, I'd be more hyped. But, you know, I'm not going to say like, oh, I'm going crazy for the Westside album. You know what I mean? I got to keep it a buck. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, Deanie mentioned, Sen mentioned, Westside does put together the best albums in the clique. Like, we, even as a person, he don't got my favorite voice. I don't feel like he rhymes on the level of the other Griselda dudes. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, he know how to put together some fucking music.
Great
you know what
music.
I mean? Like, very similar to who he was just featured on, Travis Scott. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say Travis Scott is my favorite artist, but the motherfucker know how to put together a project. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I'm going to listen. You know what I mean? I'm not saying like I'm prepared to, you know, hear Life After Death. You know what I'm saying? But I think, yeah, I'm gonna listen, of course. You know what I mean? I feel like Westside is the person who actually has the most quality control in the clique. So I want to hear it. I want to hear the Benny verses. I want to hear the Stove verses.
Okay.
Gotta hear Rome on that motherfucker. You feel me?
Okay. I mean, you know what? Let me ask the panel a question. What was the best universally acclaimed? That's the phrase we run with for the fourth quarter. Universal acclaimed project from Westside Gunn.
I would say Pray for Paris.
Pray for Paris.
Pray for
right?
Paris, yeah.
do you
Supreme
think?
Blind Tellers.
I'm going with side A. Side A. That was Stove being
Side A,
Ghost.
you got side A above Pray for Paris?
I do.
HWH.
Wow.
HWH.
Interesting.
Like,
Wow.
Deanie shooting.
I'm trying not to say,
Like-
you know, the actual title, because you know what I mean? Like,
copy. I mean, it's really the most highlights we've seen of Stove since he dropped Reasonable Drought. You know
Matter
what I'm
of
saying?
fact, hold on. Where Fat Joe at?
Whenever Stove,
Job starting early.
Come on, bro.
I'm ready. Whenever Stove and Westside connect, it's literally magic, man. So and like I said, since we haven't got that Stove summer that we've been requesting, that he's been saying he's gonna give us, this is probably the closest thing we'll get to maybe like 4 or 5 verses from Stove, like on a consistent album, you know?
I don't know about side A, bro. I really don't, B. I don't like over Pray for Paris. Mariota, my shit. Don't do that,
That's what I'm
DD.
saying. Yo, bro.
Don't do that, bro.
I thought you liked Side A.
I like side A, but
Just not
above
over
Pray for Paris.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like it's Pray for Paris and then Supreme Blientele, to be
Yeah.
honest, before Side
Nah,
A.
but to me, Pray for Paris is his, like, you know how Kanye had a few classics, then he dropped My
Opus.
Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. To me, Pray for Paris is that.
Yeah.
You
That's
dig?
his magnum opus.
But as much as everyone here has a lot of I'll say like hopes and high praise, I'm concerned because now you look at the artwork, it's clear that it's a sequel
Right.
to Pray for Paris,
Absolutely.
right? And there's been talks on the internet. I don't know, you seen Westside on Twitter argue with niggas.
All the time.
There's been talks about Griselda losing some of that edge, some of the vibe, some of the wave that they had maybe a year, 2 years ago. So now you go back to the well with the sequel, because a lot of times when companies feel like shit ain't going right, they give you a part 2 of something you liked the first time. So from my perspective, it's like you giving niggas a part 2 to Pray for Paris because you know that is the album.
Drum up the interest.
And you're trying to drum
That's
up
the
the
brand.
entrance, recreate the energy of the first one.
Right.
You got an even more, a deeper roster than you
it's
had
heavy.
the last time around when you dropped Pray for Paris.
Very true.
So it's like, I'm gonna come clean. I'm concerned because while he says he's the #1 curator in the space, sonically, aesthetically, Westside, the albums have kind of started to sound the same. Like if you ask a person who's not plugged into Griselda to listen to like 5 songs from 5 different projects, they'll feel like they can all be on any one of those projects. So
I mean-
I'm sorry.
No,
but
no,
I'm
no,
concerned.
no. I'm not disputing you. I'm just saying that's sort of always been the Griselda aesthetic.
Okay.
It's not. I mean, they've never strayed too far away from that signature sound. And that's what people love about them. You know what I mean? Like if that's, look, I'm not. Sometimes I say things like, you know what I mean, like Griselda is the new Wu-Tang or this era's Wu-Tang or whatever, and I never mean that in terms of like the quality of the music and the impact that it had. It's just a matter of like the aesthetic, the signature sound, you know what I mean, and the amount of product that they put out in a short period of time. That's just what it is. But
the Rap Roundtable,
you know what I mean, like if that's your bag, if that's what you love, if you love that sound, I mean, why fuck with it? You know what I mean?
Fair play, but aren't you like a little bit concerned about the fact that he felt the need to go back here? Because after Pray for Paris 1, it was a slew of retirement talk. Then you had he ran back the Hitler series a couple more times. Then he dropped 10 and said, "Yo, I'm about to back out." After he dropped side A and side B, he said he was leaving. Then he dropped 10. So essentially, side B was 9, right? So now you giving me a sequel that I'm not sure if I want that sequel. And the Benny Def Jam album still ain't hit. We've been on this podcast, it's documented. We looked at Conway and said, you got to get deeper in that bag. He got into that argument with Funk Flex about not playing his music, but then he dropped the freestyle, and it's like, New York, we need more than bars. Like, regardless of what we say about the South and all of that shit, we need music.
We said quite a bit.
Yeah, we did because they're not delivering.
He's speaking facts.
But going back to the well and saying, and then you'll pray for me. You got the Virgil aesthetic, the artwork, all of that. You're hoping that this shit rings off to me, in my opinion, the way the last one rang off.
So, Job, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Do you think that this is the same thing as like, because we've been talking about it at the table. You think it's lazy? You think it's creatively lazy?
I don't think it's lazy, but I think it shows a sense of concern about the wave starting to lose that momentum that it had a couple years ago. Because motherfuckers, the same people who was running up the Griselda stats, they're going to Ransom, they're going to 38, and they're getting their fix.
Right.
Yeah. Then you got Rome Streets, you getting your fix.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, at a certain point,
Griselda now though. Like,
yeah, but he's still Rome Streets. He was Rome Streets before he got to Griselda,
and he's putting out projects that are not under the Griselda.
And then you have that space, the cosplayers in that space who are using the aesthetic and they're making decent music too. So it's like, how are you gonna now separate yourself from the space? A sequel's not enough.
Are we looking to Westside Gunn to give us, you know, like a club banger or a radio single? Like,
how honest do you want me to be right
now?
now?
I'm saying it's a real question.
All right, then I'll say it to you. My real concern is not even Westside Gunn. I think that Benny is cold as fuck right now, and it was supposed to be him. He got the Def Jam deal a year and a half ago. He put out projects that are not burden of proof level. You look at his Twitter stats when he's tweeting a year ago, at least 1,000 retweets. He said I think 2 nights ago, I'm putting the apron back on, and the tweet only got about 500, if that, retweets. This man is cold. It was never supposed to be Westside to carry that baton.
Right.
But it's like y'all forcing him. It's almost like wrestling. I gotta use the wrestling analogies. The Rock left, Stone Cold left, so now we gotta watch Vince McMahon fucking wrestle. We wanted to see The Rock in Austin.
So you think Westside is feeling pressure of carrying?
He has no
carrying
choice.
The Griselda name.
Yes.
Forward.
Yes.
I mean, that makes sense.
Stove was supposed to drop this summer. Where the Stove album at?
All we got was BSF and fucking.
And no disrespect to him.
No disrespect.
And the rest of BSF. We want
That's what
Benny.
we got though.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna get a lot of likes from a dude who people's waiting on the album from, who says, I'm about to put the apron on though. You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
but again, you killing your own vibe, bro. We waiting.
And especially when y'all have been known, like one of y'all trademarks is like how quickly y'all can deliver great music and how consistently y'all can deliver it. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I had that feeling of like, yo, where they been at? They was probably only gone for like
Sim
4
brought
6
it up
months.
first, yeah.
You know what I mean? But when you get used to them dropping every 3 months with something,
and then they just go cold, and he go like 2004, you know, like rollout mode where I'm gonna drop an album in 8 months. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it's hard to do in 2023. You know what I'm
He
saying?
went that route. Maybe he feels like aesthetically
They clowning Drake for that shit right now. Like, what you talking about? A pushback?
He feels like this might be the not Benny, but Stove. Maybe he feel like this might be sonically the closest thing that we have to Pray for Paris. Y'all just said it's y'all favorite album from him. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Aesthetically, you know what I'm saying? Like, usually the part twos don't live up to the hype, but you still get like,
rap.
A great example. Purple Tape 2. You know what I'm saying? Was it Purple Tape 1? No. But there was some great fucking songs on that album.
It was still really good.
I
It was a
mean,
good
they
album.
said it was a classic.
It's great music on that shit, bro. Like, it's
Cuban
not...
Links 2?
Yeah.
People say it's a classic.
There was
Said
an
niggas
argument,
say
bro.
everything is a classic,
Before
bro.
the Rap Roundtable existed, there was an argument that it wasn't on the level of the first one, but it was still a classic.
They were calling it a classic of its era. They were.
Yeah.
They were.
You were not,
I
obviously.
don't
Dilla
remember
was
all
on
that.
there.
Me
Like,
neither,
listen,
son. I
don't
remember
get
all
blocked.
that.
It's
Don't
a
get-
really good album.
Don't get blocked by
Dilla,
Raekwon
no
next,
Dilla.
bro.
No.
You know what I mean?
You're not giving
Like,
Dilla the extra points, bro?
Yo, it goes LL, Sean Price, and Raekwon next.
Now, to bring it
Sean
on,
P blocked you, son?
but you
Yeah, we
You
talked
got-
about
you
that
got
the other day, no?
you
never
didn't
told
tell
us
us
I
that.
swear I threw that in
LL
the
Cool
group
J
chat.
we
Blocked
knew,
you,
but
bro?
Sean
Yeah,
P.
man.
Mike Tyson?
But look,
Yo, come on, bro.
What
but
the
no, but to be fair to me, Sean Price was notorious. God bless the dead, R.I.P. But he was notorious for just blocking motherfuckers, just
No, sin.
as a
I'ma be
knee-jerk
honest.
reaction.
No, sin, because we know you, so you said something to that nigga.
No, I didn't say it. It was look. It was a joke. It wasn't even a joke at his expense. It was just a joke. I guess he thought the joke was corny, and he blocked me.
Sin, you know I'm an
I remember-
investigator.
I at
I'm gonna
least-
find it.
Find it.
I'ma
I at least
find it,
remember
bro.
this one. I don't remember why LL
I
blocked
found the LL tweet, bro.
me. You did find it. Yes.
I know why. I know why Todd blocked me, bro.
Mason
Mace.
P.I.
You don't feel me?
Based on who you are in our circle, bro, we need you to go find what Sin said to SP.
Yo,
It's
for
about
real.
him,
We gotta find
the
out.
original SP. That is
Original.
That's kind of crazy.
because you getting blocked by him. Because bro, your opinions be mad strong, bro.
It was. I swear to God, I remember correctly. It wasn't an opinion.
Okay.
It was just a joke, and he thought the joke was corny.
You say you ain't gonna hear none of these monkey bars. Yo.
Hold on.
Fuck that.
That's crazy.
Salute to SP.
So Sin, you said that you had some more expectations at the top of the segment as far as what this album may or may not be.
Oh yeah, nah. I mean, not so much expectations. I was just going through the list of who it's starring, meaning who's involved in the project. I'm looking at names like JID, which I find interesting.
Yeah. Definitely.
Ty Dolla $ign, I find that interesting
That's
too.
dope.
Jeezy's involved.
Yeah.
That ESTG.
Wait,
I need
it
to
was
hear
some-
that,
it
bro.
was somebody else.
Westside and
I seen-
ESTG.
Make sure, say that one more time. Who?
ESTG.
Because
Guys. We mentioned them.
Oh,
That one widow who said we never talked about ESTG.
Remember that?
facts. I know I've seen Rick Ross. I can't. Oh, there it goes. Rick Ross.
If
Ross is involved.
if he drops something to the level of rapper estates, then I'm satisfied because I still play. To me, that's Benny's best overall verse. Like there might be some more verses street shit. There might be some verses with some ball shit. But as far as like ball work, understanding the moment, the flow, the pocket, Benny. Like I skip Rose verse. I go straight to Benny verse. So. But go ahead, mate.
And Riz is in there too. Hopefully for more so for a
Why?
beat than a verse.
We don't need nah, bro. We
Fucking
don't have-
ridiculous.
What's up, RZA?
He do that on mine. I'm
We
down.
like brothers.
I'm down.
No. Can we
Salute
talk
to
about
with
that
it.
real quick?
I'm with it.
Because the way that I love that song, but the way every time RZA comes on at like level 12, when everybody was at a nice 7 or 8, I'm
that's
like,
the point.
What?
I ain't gonna
course.
lie.
I'm not gonna
That's one
sleep on
conversation
RZA,
I remember having with Sin in 2010, bro. Like about how loud
RZA shows up
RZA
every
was
once
on
in a while,
fucking.
bro.
But remember, like that album was supposed to cosplay as like Kanye's best attempt at making a Wu album. So like the levels of shit being all over the place, the rawness,
the
of it.
distortion.
Yeah, it was supposed to be that.
Yeah, I see that. Okay.
So are you excited for this Westside album?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said I was excited. At the
Darren was on that too.
I don't know. I don't feel the excitement. Pause.
Shout out to Darren.
Pause. You know what I mean? Darren just producing that shit.
He's on it.
As long as it's not too much conductor.
He's on it. He's on it.
Damn,
Hey,
man.
no. Can we let's pause on the conductor
All right.
He has great moments.
semi slander for a
Semi-slander?
second.
What's
Semi slander. Because the joint that he just gave Little Brother,
Yeah, that was fire.
that shit
So, I see.
crazy.
Cinna will excuse the
Rome. Yo, listen, we love you. We love you. but little brother can't be picking better beats than you.
That was a fire ass beat.
I'm gonna sip my drink.
Cause I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Listen, man.
Job's starting trouble as usual.
Rome needed that.
Honestly, bro, I'm just saying, like we rap fans, take the political connects out of the equation for a second. Right. The Little Brother song was better than the Rome song.
But the Rome song wasn't a Conductor.
The song that dropped last Friday, yeah.
With Joey Badass.
No,
the song before the Joey Badass.
No, those were both Wavy to God.
No, that was Conductor.
I thought Wavy to God was
Wavy to God was Joey Badass.
No. I'm telling you, it was Wavy to God. Yeah, but no, the confusion happened because Rome said he was dropping Noise Candy 5. And he said beats by Conductor.
And he said that was the first single.
I'm gonna have to go back.
Yeah, you should, sir.
Let's check the
because I know Wavy produced the joint with Joey Badass.
Right.
So is that not on Noise Candy?
I don't even know what that's about. To be honest. Like, is it a single for Noise Candy?
Shit.
He's gonna announce.
Now look, Hell Backwards, produced by Wavy to God. I knew I wasn't playing.
Okay. So you know,
the mayor strikes again.
I mean, he would know. He's the Griselda plug.
Listen,
you know, knowing shit. Let Deanie tell it. He was the one who told us about Rome, but I remember Sin telling me about Rome Streets first. Nah, I'm just putting that.
Dean, I love you, but that sound like a Sin get, bro. I'm gonna be honest, man.
He messed it up. It was reverse. He put us on. You know what I'm saying?
It don't matter what it is. The first person who introduced Rome Streets to the group chat was Sincere.
It was
during the pull up the receipts, man.
The Judas era. It was, and we fronted because we didn't trust Sin's taste at that time.
I put the same song in the chat. Everyone listening said, "Yo, that's fire."
You see
the audacity of you to throw the same song in the chat,
in this equation, Deanie was Hov and I was Nas. You know what I mean?
No, it was called
just because he did the exact same shit that I did, and they paid attention to him.
Because
and not me.
Let's be clear, y'all.
It's called Dean Christopher Columbus.
Chat, be clear.
I found it first.
At that time, Sincere, we couldn't trust him because he was heavy in his coffee house rap bag, and he knew that me and Deanie did not want to hear that. That's all that was. Notice that I trusted Deanie's drop of the same artist more than Sincere.
It's the same record too, which is
goddamn shame. That taught y'all to listen a little more to you.
Nah, bro, because we don't want to listen to like rap and drink coffee, bro. We don't.
Listen.